It's about time, isn't it, to start playing some baseball? Nelson Cruz, goodbye, home run!
Everything went the Orioles' way, pitching, hitting, and defense.
As they keep losing players, they keep getting better.
And the Orioles are champions of the AL East.
Champagne for everybody.
Welcome back. The Baltimore Orioles really need to thank the Pacoda projections for their AL East crown in 2014. Yeah, in spring training, the Pacoda projections had the Orioles finishing in dead last in that division, and the O's beat them all. The Red Sox, the Rays, the Yanks, the Blue Jays, they finished #1. For more on Baltimore as they try to prove Pacoda wrong again, let's welcome in MLB.com's and Sports on Earth, Anthony Castrovince. So what are the chances the O's do the unthinkable and make the Pacoda projections look silly again, Anthony?
You know, I don't put it past them. Actually, last year, I think they were even lower on the Pacoda scale than they are this year. So Pacoda likes them more this year than last year. And, you know, they've obviously lost a lot from their offense with Nelson Cruz and Nick Markakis. There's no getting around that. They're taking Travis Snyder from the Pirates and hoping he can really, you know, bring something to their offense and be adequate defensively in right field. That's a big need for them, obviously, is the need to maintain that on the defensive end. But they're also banking on these returns. Matt Wieters, Manny Machado, certainly J.J. Hardy, his power regressed last year. That could come back. Chris Davis obviously regressed from a consistency standpoint by a great margin last year. He could bounce back. So I don't put it past him. I give him a nice benefit of the doubt just because, hey, 3 straight winning seasons, 2 of those result in the postseason. They're a forward-thinking organization. They're kind of ahead of the curve from a scouting standpoint. They always seem to pluck these guys out of nowhere who rip off big hits for them or become prominent pieces of their pitching staff. So I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt within reason here. I don't know if they're a favorite in the AL East. I don't know if there is a favorite in the AL East. I think it's a pretty wide-open division. And I don't know, the Pacoda thing just seems low to me. I think it's 78 or 79 wins.
Yeah,
it just smells low.
Yeah. Doesn't Buck Showalter profile as the manager that is so thankful that Pacoda thinks this lowly of his club?
Oh, yeah.
This is bulletin board material in spring training, right?
He loves it. He loves it. And he said to me the other day, you know, I'd pick us last too, I guess, with the money spent elsewhere. But his track record speaks for itself here in Baltimore. And yeah, like you said, Greg, he's a master motivator and manipulator, if you will. And yeah, I know this will be a talking point in their clubhouse in Sarasota.
Well, lately, pitchers all over the game have been manipulating what you've been writing about, a new, larger strike zone. Is this just a bunch of banter, or is it factual that the strike zone is getting bigger?
Well, people much smarter than me have looked into this. Hardball Times has done some studies into this that really show that the strike zone keeps getting lower. Now, it's kind of a chicken and the egg thing. We're seeing a lot more sinkers thrown in Major League Baseball in the last 5, 6, 7 years. And so maybe that has something to do with it. Or maybe guys are throwing more sinkers because they know it can get away with more low pitches. I don't know. But I think it certainly had an impact on offense. Now, to the same degree of PED testing or defensive shifts or probably most importantly bullpen usage and all these high-velocity arms coming out of bullpens, I don't know. But certainly it's had an impact. More low pitches in the zone, that takes away power, and pitchers are getting away with it. There's a lot of talk right now about how we get more offense into the game. You know, if the strike zone is enforced differently, if it's raised up a little bit from where it's been trending the last few years, you might see more walks, but you might see more action as well. I don't know if it would affect time of game in a positive way, but it might affect the pace of action.
Yeah, just make the strike zone a little circle, and it's like center cut for every batter up there, so they can all hit 350. I'm sure our guys want to weigh in on this topic. Anthony Castrovince, you're one of our favorites. Good work. For more of his work, MLB.com and Sports on Earth. Go check him out. Anthony, thank you.
Thank you, Greg.